Hello everyone, welcome to Creative Learner and I am Teza. Welcome back to HTML tutorials. Last week we have learned what is semantic HTML and if we choose the right elements so we can build a better user-friendly, developer-friendly, and semantic HTML is more organized and even if we have a new team member joining and then we don't have to explain much and then he's ready to jump in and start making a correction, adding a new feature, and so that will be beneficial for using the semantic HTML and building our website with semantic HTML and or semantically. So like you see on my screen, so this week I will continue learning more HTML elements so that we can build our website semantically, because if you do not know the HTML elements, we will not be able to build a website semantically because we do not know what is an order list. And if we do not know the anchor tag, so how we can link it, we will be writing if we do not know the like here we have a download attribute. So if we do not know it, so how we can build better HTML coding, so that this tutorial or this project will help us to know more and better HTML elements. So even back to my internet reference, so we have this Mozilla, we have a HTML reference that we can learn, and please do your self study, because there's a lot of 100 over HTML elements that we need to learn, we need to memorize. And even like I said, so there will be many resources on YouTube and so different places, so make sure that you learn it by yourself as well. So my tutorials I'm covering my best to do, so I would recommend to watch it, more tutorials to follow along. And then the best is so you have to write it, the HTML code, so doing it muscle memory so that you can remember things more and better. Okay, so now like I said, I will do the a little bit copy cloning. Last week we have already started, because we talk about the semantic and then we structure our HTML and then we build it up. But I think so making a full complete website will be better, so that will be we don't have to think much a content what we're gonna include, so I will go back to my Visual Studio Code if you are following along. So what we have last week is you see on my screen. Even we made a little bit I think I made a mistake here, so that will be part 3 should be in between the A tag and then part 1 and all those things. So because we are making a link, so let me open it with Live Server. So if you do not know how to run Live Server, so make sure that you install the Live Server extension. Click on this extension and then install the Live Server. And also if you want to run your Visual Studio Code from Live Server, just right click and then open with Live Server, or at the bottom you have this Go Live. So now your default browser, let's say now I'm running with the Chrome, so that will open my HTML. So now you can see that last week we have built welcome to HTML tutorial and we link it, but you see part 1, part 2 is not linked. Even if I click it, so it is just a text, because we made a mistake that we should have the anchor tag. I will just cut the closing anchor tag, so back to the part 3, and then this closing anchor tag should be cut it to the back, so that will be part 2, and the closing anchor tag, so I will cut it and back to the the part 1, so so if you're following along, please make a correction just like that. Once you save it, now you can see that all will be underlined, it will be linked. So right now we have this hashtag or pound sign, so it will go nowhere, because we don't have. So my idea is that we will have you see on my the sample project, we have this title, and we will have all this menu, and even we will have a banner. And at the bottom, we will have a part 1 tutorial section and a main article. And also we will have, even if we can do, we will have a part 1 tutorial, part 2 tutorial, that kind of the, better, we will learn more HTML elements. So my point is, the goal is to know more the HTML elements, so that, it will be like we are able to build a better HTML using semantic HTML. So that's my goal today. Okay, so let's continue to the, like I said, I will make a little bit correction because I don't have to think about all the content and all the text, So I will just simply copy the title that I prepared. So welcome to HTML learning. I just copy from here. If you are, definitely you do not have this text. So what we're going to do is even we can type it here. So that will be header. And I will just welcome to HTML tutorial. So instead, so just change to tutorials will be HTML learning. So like I said, so it will be better to make it short, so we don't have to think about all the context and whatever. So that will be the next one. So creative learner has started HTML tutorial for beginners. So that will be has started a new HTML tutorial for beginners. That's the same. I check out creative learner. And I think this is the same because go back to my HTML. So check out Creative Learner YouTube channel. So that's correct. And the YouTube link, it is correct. So we need YouTube. And we have a part 1 and we have a part 2, part 3. So everything is correct for now. And we have semantically, we build it we have a nav. And at the bottom, like I said, we have a banner. So that will be our a title banner or a heading banner. So to have it, the banner. So what we're going to do is we will just, this will not be icon dash logo. I will remove it. So what we're going to have is, if we refresh it, so we will have the banner. So if you have any picture, you can just copy and paste it. So to me, I have this banner picture that I prepared. So that will be top banner. I will just simply copy and you paste it in your lesson folder, because in Visual Studio Code, what we did is we go to File, Open Folder, and we open our lesson folder. So so it will be I think in part 2 tutorial, I show you how to open a folder. So that will be go to Visual Studio Code, File, Open a Folder, so that you will if not, you won't be able to open with live server, because you need to open a folder so that the live server will search for all the inside the HTML, all the JPEG and all the necessary file inside. So important to open a folder. So like I said, I will paste it so the banner. So just copy and paste inside the folder. So to organize from now, I think what we're gonna do is we will have we are learning semantic HTML and also organizing our the file and all those things. So what we will have is we will have one more folder, so that will keep all our image. So I will do a folder, and I will have I will name it image. So that will be image folder. And just now I copy a top banner, so I will just cut it inside the image folder and I will paste it here. So now you see that I have one image folder inside my lesson folder. So you do the same, and so that we're gonna link this a top banner into our HTML. So that will be so inside the image. So linking, go back to your image tag if you do not know. So it's simply, so underneath the nav, what we're gonna have is we will have img and then press tab key. So that will be image tag. And in a source, so now we cannot just write away we used to do that at the top. We have link to the icon, So now, what we need to do is, excuse me. So now what we need to do is we need to look for the folder. So to do that, we will start with the /, and now you can see now image. So the Visual Studio Code is auto detecting our image folder. So now I'm going to click the image folder, or you can type it that way, and /image. Now we will have this top banner PNG. so that's the way to like link your like PNG file inside a folder. So if not, if you kept it, if you save it in the same folder with the lesson folder, so we don't need to go to image folder. So that will be I think so. I mean, like in the real scenario, we will have a image folder, we will have a style folder, we will have a JavaScript folder. So that will be more organized. So please do it that way. And now we will continue. Now alternative is in image tag. We have this alternative, like alternate attribute that if the images fail to load. So what will it, I mean, like if you name it, like if there is a logo, you can put a logo. If for us a banner, so I will just say top banner. So it's the same as a file name. It will be top banner, because if the I mean, for some reason, if the image is not loaded, so we will have some text outline. So that will be better for developer. So I will just save it that way and then go back to my browser. Now you can see that my image is loaded. So it's ready to like, I mean, like the image, let's say, like I said, if you want to see the, what is the alternative? So let me remove the G from PNG. So what we're gonna see is that if I save the file, you will see the error. Now you can see the broken image icon, and we have a little bit outline. If we do not put it the top banner, so I mean, so how can we be developer or no? I mean, because we do not have a no icon, nothing. Is it just a blank? I mean, as a developer friendly, like I said, we are, I mean, so going toward to the more organized and better coding and semantically, systematically, all those things we are learning now. So that will be like making a little bit detail, more organized. So now, like I said, I will put it back my G, and that will be complete extension and also alternate, like I said. So I mean, now compares to blank, and then if you put it something, anything fail, you have a little bit clue that you can recover or you can debug it. So that will be we can just say top banner. So that will be, I mean, so better. So now we have it, image is loaded, and even we have an alternative text. So in case that, I mean, the internet failed, you know. So now we have an image like we want it. So we have a title, we have an image, and also we have a part 1, part 2, part 3. So I think YouTube will be like a link to YouTube. Let's say, what if we click on my Creative Learner YouTube channel? If I click it, now it will open a new tab, and it will direct me to my Creative Learner YouTube channel. And also at the bottom, so it is because we have a link, this like a HTTPS YouTube link. So if you have any link, you have a website, you can just simply go to any website, and then let me show you. So let's say in your YouTube channel, it's a simply, you can click on the top bar here. So that will be URL. So you just click it, and then you can copy all the HTTPS until the end, and then you copy, and then it's a simply just, you can paste it like in your anchor tag. That will be href attribute, and then you just paste it here. So that will be how we link a page. And also, okay, so back to the menu. YouTube is also same thing. So we link to the this HTTPS YouTube link. So if you want it, like link in your video, maybe you have a website, you have a YouTube, TikTok, so whatever. I mean, so it depends on you. You just copy and paste your, I mean, better to say the HTTPS and this link, you know. Okay, so now the top YouTube channel is linked, and the bottom also it links. But the bottom one, you can see that I link it, but it just disappear my main page. I mean, like I don't see my main page. It just, this is my like I mean a sample project. So now the main page is gone. So this is not the way to build. So it's a same method. So we need to use. So that will be target and then blank attribute. So to edit, so go back to your like I mean li YouTube. A tag and anchor tag, so that will be target. So we will add the new attribute, so that will be target, and just simply add the underscore blank. So that will be our link that opening a new tab. So that's the way to do it. So I will save the file. Now you can see, go back to your, even I can go back and then refresh. Once you save the Visual Studio Code, it will refresh automatically because we are running the live server. So that's why we don't have to refresh again. So that will, once you file, save, or you press Ctrl S, that will refresh automatically. So now it's refreshed, and I click YouTube, it will open a new tab here. So now you can see it remains my main website, and also it added new tab, so that what we want. So, and also this best practice to build linking to social media, linking to other pages, unless you have home, about, so that will be keeping your main website, and then you will not go to the next tab, so that will be maybe a future tutorial. So I will explain it later. So now linking to YouTube, social media, it has to be opening a new tab. So I will close it, a tutorial. So now we will go back to our building things. So now we have a banner. So at the bottom, what we're gonna have is we have this part 1 tutorial title and a little bit explanation. So to do that, now you can see we have so the main header. So that will be our main header. And now here what we have is this is our main article. So that's we need to as a developer, we need to make it breakdown, so someone gave it to you, you have a creative director, or maybe you have an art director, so they give it to you, sketch, and then, hey, build this website, and then so now you have this outline that how we gonna mark up, how we gonna make an outline. So now you have to break it down. So we did the header, we have done in HTML back to Visual Studio Code. So we have a header, we have an image tag, we build it, navigation is very semantic. So now the next section is a part 1 tutorial and all the video, listen audio, download video script. So that will be, better to build is what if we can build it with so if you're new to HTML, you do not know main HTML element. So that's why now we're gonna build it. So we can use it the section, but for better, what I will do is I will remove this section for now. So the section will be watch video section. The section will be listen audio. The section will be download video script. So that will be better. So what I will do is I will just remove the section from here. So I will just you can keep it the section. I think so. Like I said, we are making more a semantic. So that's why I want to remove it this one for now. So I will remove the section, and then what I will add is that will be main. So because that will be main article. If you compare it to the you have a newspaper, so we have a newspaper title, we have a newspaper a little bit a side columns, and we have a main center article. So that's the idea. So we're gonna mark up that way. So that will be main HTML tag. So we have this main HTML tag, so that will be main HTML tag. We're gonna use it. So, and also the next tag will be article. So we have HTML tag called article, and we will use it article. And now we're gonna have a little bit section, because we can keep a few section for our you see on my screen, watch video screen, listen audio screen, and all those things. So that will be, for instance, so I will just add a section. So now it's a section, and now what we're gonna have is inside this section. So you can see that I can just jump in and write everything. What I mean is I can just start doing H1 or P. I can start do that. But to me, now we have learned what is H1 is. We often use, and then it's already in our memory. We don't have to think about it too much. So I will use more HTML elements that like very like I mean we seldom use, so that will be like a few people knows it, so that will be like a DDDL. So if I go back to my Mozilla, so what we have is we have this DL, so that will be description list. So we're gonna use this HTML element. So description list will have a better like semantic meaning, and like building our website will be like better. I mean, because like you see, I mean, I have this left alignment, and also this watch video is a little bit indenting to the right. So to do that, only description, like just now we see, I mean, like the description list, it's able to do that. So that will be what we're gonna use it. So back to my Visual Studio Code, and then also my sketch. So what we're gonna have is in our main article, what we have is this part 1 tutorial. So like I said, we will have a part 1, part 2, part 3. So, and also part 1 tutorial, and we have a little bit explanation. So to do that, in the main article, I will have a heading title. It will not be like inside a section, or you can edit like this is a one section and this is a one section. So we can separate it. But to me, I felt it like underneath the article, what we have is we will just have a header. I mean, like, so it will be more semantic, you know, so we can just say inside a section, because if we use header, so that will be more semantic and more understanding. So I will just use it will be header, so that will be header tag. And then inside the header tag, so like I said, we have a part 1 tutorial, that will be definitely H1, so that will be, I think we will not have a H1, because H1 will be the main headers, that will be really big. So what we have is we have a H1, H2, H3, H4 until H6. So what I will have is I mean, now we already have a H1, so what I will use is a H2, so that will be H2 tag. And then inside the H2, like I said, we're gonna have a part 1 tutorial title, so just simply type part 1 tutorial, so that will be part 1 tutorial, and you save it. And then, I mean, now it's my sample tutorial. When you go back to my tutorial, now you can see the part 1 tutorial starts showing. So if like I compare it to my sample project and my current project, what you can see is you see that little bit gap with my line. I mean, so in HTML, if you want it like a break line, I mean, last week I have like talk about like I mean, removing the white space. So we cannot just, if you want it like, oh, I have this I mean, gap in the image. So if I want a gap, well, I just simply enter it. So you might want to think that, okay, in img tag, I'm going to enter it. So this is not the way to build in HTML. So it will not acknowledge or honoring your entering white space. So it will not do that, because in HTML rules, so the white spaces are automatically removed. So if you want it break, so after the like image or wherever you want it, what you need to do is that you need to add the BR. It will be break. I mean, go back to Mozilla. So what we have is this BR tag. So if you look at it here, so Mozilla has a very good, I mean, they have like alphabetically. So if you look for BR here, so that will be the line break element. So we need to use the line break elements to like I mean, add the gap like in between. So I will add it one break after the header, so that will be BR, and just add one break just like that. Now we have one break line, and now it's like compared to my project, it's the same. Now we have a better like visually it's pleasing. So now part 1 tutorial is done. So the next will be, we will learn about HTML and all basic rules. So we're gonna type it. So inside the header, so that will be a little bit explanation. I will have P, so that will be, I think we can copy, but to me, I mean, since you don't have this, like, I mean, the sample project, you know, because to me, I will not provide all the coding. I think so. I'm finding a way to provide for you guys. I mean, I'm so sorry for it, because I should have like a little bit download link so that you can download. So please spare me for that. I mean, so in future I will have one download link for all the tutorials. So that will be a future. I mean, for now, just type it the way as you see it. So that will be we will learn about HTML, so and all basics, so that will be what we're gonna have it, basic rules. So and then also, so we can watch, so we can watch, so the ch watch video, and also listen and audio and all, so that will be all. Download, so now I will make it a little bit maximize, so download video script, so that will be video script. So now we have this paragraph, and then if I save it and then go back to your screen, now you see that we have a title and we have a little bit explanation the way we want it. So now that will be main article and header, and now we have the other one will be section. Like I said, so we will not say section for our header, we will just say header for header in HTML. So in section, so what we're gonna have is now this is not the header now, so that will be a little bit section, like I said. So video section and audio section, and we will have a download section. So now we're gonna use a section here. And also now what we're gonna do is, like I said, in HTML, if you want to push it to the right or left, here you can see a little bit gap, but in Visual Studio Code, you might think that if, let's say I type it like P, like a tag, and then watch video, and you might think that will, let me show you a little bit example now, watch video, and then I want to push it to the right a little bit, indenting like a graphic design. We have a ruler indenting and everything, but in HTML, if you put it that way, then you might think that you will go and space it out, and then okay, you think that will be keeping my white space. But like I said, so in browser, in HTML, in a website, we do not have this white space in so it will not honor, so we cannot do that way. So what we can do is, like I said, we're gonna use the DL HTML element, or DT, like a detailed list, detailed term, and also like a detailed description. So that will be like DL. You just type it DL and then press tab key from your keyboard, and what we're gonna have is a DL. And now we're gonna add the watch video. So this time I'm gonna type it like after DL. What we're gonna have is we will have a little bit text, so that will be DD. So DD. So now we are learning more HTML text. So if, like I said, if you want to know more HTML elements, so please go to Mozilla. A big shout out to this reference, it's really good. Because if you want to know DD, what is DD, you go to reference and then just click on the DD tag, and then now you can see that they have this code, and then now you can see like a DD is if you have a DL, DT, DD. So now at the right side, you're gonna see a little bit like layout in your browser. So that's the way how we're gonna build it. I will use the DD, so because I want to indent right my watch video, so that it will visually a little bit belongs to this section, So to do that, continue to the DD. So what we're gonna have is DD. You can just press tab key, and then we're gonna have a closing DD, and I will just add now watch video. So that will be watch video, and I will just save it. Now you can see that automatically indented. So like I said, we cannot space it out, we cannot enter, so it will not work in the in HTML. So we have to do that way. And now we will have our video. So for video, so we need MP4, MOV, so whatever video format you want it. So make sure that you have some video, so that we can have a little bit project. So what I have is I just have a little bit pre-cutting my video, so that will be part 1 video here. I will copy, so you copy your video, and also like I said, we're gonna have an image folder, video folder, and we're gonna have a script folder. So now we're gonna have this new folder. I will just say a video. So we're learning more organizing things, so that will be video, and I will just paste it my video here. So that will be name is part 1 video. Once you have it, go back to your Visual Studio Code, and it's the same thing. We will use the DD because I want to align it watch video. as a sample project. So what we're gonna do is that we will have this DD tag, and then now we're gonna link a video. So now one more HTML tag we need to know. So I mean, let's say let's pause for a few seconds, and then what will it be, the video element in HTML? Okay, back to the tutorial. Now what we have is, I mean, you go back to Mozilla. If you do not know, I mean, simply you can just search for video, will be V. So Mozilla has this ABCD, and then we will bring it down video, and then go it down, and then now what we're gonna have is here you can see that now ABCD V. So that will be now here's I think so V. So STUV, so they don't have a video tag for here because I think that will be, oh here, sorry. So we have this tag. I mean, now you can see that in Mozilla, you go to V, and then this will be video tag. So now they show you how to link your video in HTML. Now you can see we're gonna use it the same way. So I will go back to my Visual Studio Code, and then so inside the DD, so what we're gonna have is my video. So that will be like you see, I mean VIDE or video, and then I will just press tab key of the keyboard. So now we have a source. So where's your file? It's the same method. We link our image. That will be start with /, and then we will have a video folder, and we're gonna have a one more /, and then now we have a part 1 video MP4. So now I mean, so once you save the file just like that, what we're gonna have is we will have like a video screenshot, and then I mean we cannot play it. You see that even if I click it, so there's no way to play the video. It's not playing automatically. So in HTML, I mean, like we have this source attribute. And also the other thing, if you want to add your control, like back to Mozilla, I mean, what we have is that we have this play button, we have a sound, mute, and all those things is a control. So in HTML, what we need to do is that we need to add more attributes to our video. So that will be screen size, that will be control. So to do that, I will add the control attribute. So that will be controls. That will be one more attribute. I mean, in HTML, if you link your video, don't forget to add controls. And also we can add the autoplay. So if you add it like a autoplay, so that will like autoplay when we load our page. So if you wanted that feature, you can just edit autoplay. And also Mozilla has like a screen size. I mean, that will be width. How much do you want it? So even we can do that if you want it. So I think to me, what if we just put it like a width here? So that will be width attribute will be, what if a little bit testing, maybe 400. We can just say 400, so like Mozilla did. So let me save. Now we can have this label autoplay and then attribute. So sorry, so that will be control is losing. So I'm gonna add it like controls and autoplay. Once you save it, now you can see that I have this pause and then play button, and I can like make a sound mute and all those things. So that will be my video. So and also I have this width 400. If you make it like let's say 200, so that will be getting smaller. So even if you remove it that width and height, so what we can do is it will like automatically like follow your original image, the video size. But like some technology, I mean, we need to provide a little bit like the video size that will be better for our the semantic HTML, you know. So to do that, I will just add width. So if you do not add the height, so the video will make it proportionally. Let's say I put it like 500, so that will proportionally increase or scale it like to the height. So because unless you put it like a high and then you want it like a 100, that will be scratching your video. Let's say I save it, now you can see that it will squeeze your video just like that, and it will not look good. So what I would recommend is to just remove the height. We do not need it. What we need is that we need the width attribute. Like I said, so 500 is really big. What I will do is I think I will keep it like a little bit 350. So let's take a look. So yeah, it's not bad. And 350, and also the what if 400? I mean, so because what if like 400 and then save it? Yeah, it's a better. So 400, and then we have a controls attribute. Like I said, if you want to play it, like you can see the play button. So if you remove the control, you will not have it. So, and also autoplay, when you load your website, it's gonna like automatically play your video. So that's a attribute that we can add in your video tag. And also like I mean DD, it's keeping our video to the right, so like you see on my screen. Okay, so now back to my project. So we have a little bit gap after the watch video. So to add a gap, so it's the same thing. What we're gonna add is we're gonna add a little bit break. So that will be line break. So BR, and you just press tab key. Now, if you save your file, now you can see that you have this break. I mean, now we do not see it. Let me put it like, sorry, that will be after the watch video, because sorry, we add the break after the video. So that will be a break. Save a file. Now you can see that watch video, and then we have a break, and then it's better. And also like before the watch video, we can have a break. So to do that, I will go back to my project, and what I will add is after the header, because this is a header, and I will add the break here. So to do that, just after the header, just enter and then press like a tab key, BR and tab key. Now save the file. Now you can see that we have this a little bit gap, and then it's better for visually. So now we have it that way. Okay, so video section is done. Now semantically, if you look it back to our HTML, now we have this like section, and then we have this DL for description list. So that will be our watch video and our section for a video. And now what we're gonna have is we're gonna have the same thing. So that will be our next section. So that will be underneath the, I mean like the watch video section. I will just simply copy it here, because I want to show you more HTML elements and then how we can structure, because it's a simple project. We might not need, I mean like more elements, you know, but like I mean, even if you go back to Mozilla, so we are building more complicated things. So that will I mean, we will require to know more HTML elements, so that it will be more organized, and then we can use it semantically. So to do that, I will just simply copy everything, because it's the same method, I mean same structure, you know, because we need a title a little bit, we need some element, and also the next will be what we're gonna have is we will have this listen audio. So I will just copy, and then I will just paste it underneath, and then I'm gonna paste it here. So that will be second section. So we're gonna remove the watch video. So now this time it will be like listen audio. So that will be someone, or maybe like for disabled. So if you're not able to see it, so we're gonna have some audio thing. So after the section, so video section, I need a line break. So now it's seeing all the video. I will remove it. So because I do not need the video tag, because that will be like audio. So and I remove it. So now you see that I have a listen audio, and I'm gonna have a little bit line break after the video section here. That will be break, and save the file. Now we're gonna have this a little bit visually better. Now after the listen audio, now we have this DD already. So now what we're gonna have is I will pause for 2-3 seconds and look for the audio HTML tag. Okay, welcome back, and then let's go back to Mozilla. I want to make a little bit practice, so that if you learn it your own, so that you're able to add more HTML tag and then learn it in your own way, you know. So that will be A, B, C, D, and then audio will be start with A here. So audio, so just simply we have this audio HTML tag. I mean, you can use it. It's the same thing with the video tag. We have audio, we have a control. So what we're gonna do is we will just simply add the audio. So that will be, go back to my HTML inside the DD. I will just simply type audio and then press tab key. That's I mean, so that is I mean, like, good things that we use a Visual Studio Code. We don't have to type in everything. I mean, if you're not using the Visual Studio Code, you have to type like less than audio and then src, and all those things are tedious. So but now Visual Studio Code is very good. I mean, like, once you type it, let's say I want to show you again. So if you type it audio, you just press tab key from your keyboard, so audio. So that will be Visual Studio Code. Is like adding all the require like a basic attribute and all the closing tag. Now we're gonna look for our source. It's the same thing. I'm gonna have one more folder in my lesson folder, so that will be audio. So we're learning to organize, and then that will be audio. I will add the one folder, press enter. Inside the audio, what we're gonna have is I have already like a prepare an audio file. So if you have any audio, you just copy your audio, make sure that you paste it inside the audio folder, and also copy the make it the same file name. So we're gonna make a source here. So start with the / and then audio. So now even Visual Studio Code is automatically detecting. So that will be audio, and also even here part 1 audio. Now we have a part 1 audio, and so that will be audio file. And don't forget, so like I said, if we do not provide the width and height and everything, now audio, I think I will just provide the control attributes. So that will be controls, and I will just put it that way. And then let me minimize and then save the HTML. When I save the file, now you can see that audio is loaded. Now, I mean, it's already, I mean, so I think for video, autoplay will not be like very good, because I mean, so someone is visiting and then we do not know is it video is right for you or audio is right for him, or so that I think better to remove autoplay from video tag. I will remove it, and then I will save the file here. And also I will just audio is loaded, and now it's I have an option. I can like play audio. So that's a little bit music that I mean, like, so for example, so that will be, if you have any audio, you can upload it. So that will be MP3, and then put it inside your audio folder. So now we have it. I mean, so audio is done, listen audio, and now the final section will be our download section. So that will be same thing. I will copy from here so that we don't have to type in all the necessary tag. So that will be listen audio. I will remove all the audio tag this time. I don't need the audio. What we're gonna have is that we will have this like listen audio change to download. I mean, so that will be download video script. So we just say like a video script. So that will be download video script. And then once we save it, now we have this like one more section added. And also, like I said, and we're gonna need a little bit gap. So to do that, after the listen audio section, what we're gonna have is that we're gonna have a break line. So that will be and then save the file. Now we can see that you can see the gap is here. So download video script. And so the download video script will be, I mean, now go back to your like download video script will be, we can link any I mean like file, but to me I will just link like any like a JPEG, PDF. So it has to be like a script or text or note, whatever file, so that will be, let me go back to my notepad. And then so what we're gonna have is in our article, and then I will have this download list. So to do that, so I will just have DD will be like we are downloading, so our a tag, and then adding that one more attribute as a download. So it's we are not if you go back to your Mozilla, you might want to look for like I mean like the tutorial said the download. So now you're starting looking for like a download, start with D, and then so now we do not have a download attribute here. I'm sorry, the download HTML element, because if you see it, like we have a DA and we have a DD, and now you go to like a DO and we do not have it. So now it will be trouble for you. So but like I said, I mean we have internet resources. You can reference it. So I mean, if you look for it, so you're gonna see the inside the A tag. So what we're gonna have is in the anchor tag, we can add the one more attribute as a download. If you really, I mean, study through the anchor tag in Mozilla, also they have this attribute that you can put it. And also the other tip, that if you want to search your screen in the internet browser, you can press Control F from keyboard shortcut, and it will have this search box, and then you can just simply type it what you want, so do download. Now you're gonna see that so whatever download text include in your screen, so now we have 9 or 15, so I can just simply look for the download content or download text that the browser has it. That's another tip, that if you want to open a search bar, just press Control F in your browser, so that will open a new search box. So now we have this anchor tag. Simply we can add one attribute as a download. So we do not have a download HTML element, just we only have this download attribute that need to add inside the anchor tag. So it's the same method. What we're gonna do is that we will go back to our project, and then what we're gonna have is download script, and it's the same thing. What we're gonna have is we're gonna under the DD, because DD is keeping our indent, so I want to keep it right. So to do that, I will just add inside the DD, simply anchor tag will be A and press tab key. So I would say like a tag. So now you got the DD. So now your file, so where's your file? So that will be any image file or PDF file. So what I will have is I have this part 1 download file. So what we're gonna have is I will just simply copy any text file, any PDF. You just make a sample, and then so that will be now one more download file. So I will just simply add one new folder, and that will be download. So what we're gonna have is a download folder, and that will be download folder, and I will paste my text file. So I just prepared that one, so part 1 download. So now I will just go back to my Visual Studio Code. Now we have this href attribute. It's the same thing. We link, so that will be download and // and then our part 1 download.txt. So that will be our download file inside the anchor tag. So now go back to your browser, and then you refresh it. Now you see that the download, the spelling is wrong as well. So it should be like a video. So that will video script, and we don't see any download link because we forgot to add the text in between the anchor tag. So that will be our a download. So that will be so download. So something to click, so that will be download. And also back to my project, what we need is this little bit arrow that I added, because it's a little bit symbol or icon that familiar to download icon, so that will be right double arrow. So to do that, so that will be in HTML. So another thing what we can learn is we can learn HTML entities. That in HTML we have this back to my project node. So we have this ampersand and all this the technically we call it, this is a HTML entity. If you search it in Google, so what we're gonna see is you just make it maximize, and then what we have is HTML entity. So if you type it that way, entities list, so it will be we have this W3 school as well. So now you can see that we have HTML entity start with the ampersand and all the entity listed. Now you can see what is a less than sign, what you have to type it, the ampersand LT, and if you want it copyright, so what we need is ampersand and COP1 copy. So that is HTML entities that we can add in our HTML coding. So that will the same thing. I will edit my double arrow, so that will be ampersand and RAQUO and then semicolon. So to do that, I will just simply and then go back to my download, and then I want it like a double arrow. So to add that symbol, so what we need is ampersand and the same thing, RAQUO and semicolon. So that will be adding our double arrow. So that will be one thing to know. So So what we need to know is that even in the footer, so what we have is we have this, we're gonna have a copyright, so that will be same thing. We're gonna use HTML entity for our copyright. So now you add a double arrow that way. So start with the ampersand, and so that will be RAQO. Then once you save the file, now even now you can see that back to my tutorial. You won't like you will not get the download. I mean, if I click it, so that will not like get my file, and because I haven't add download attribute inside my anchor tag, so that's what we needed. So I will go back to my page, and then back to my Visual Studio Code. Now what we're gonna have is a download. So this is the time. It's the same thing, adding more attributes to our anchor tag. I mean, so like a video, we have like an attribute for our control buttons, and it's the same thing. We're gonna have a download attribute, and I will add like a same name. So that will be part 1 download. So I will edit that same thing, and then when I save the file, and then I will refresh it. So now what we're gonna see is that if I click on the download link, so now it's automatically downloaded. Now you can see that inside my web browser at the right corner. So now the part 1 download.txt is automatically downloaded. So, and also this automatic download is because we are running from live server. I mean, like if you're not using the live server, so there's another good thing for running with live server, the developer environment. So that's a good. I mean, if like back to my like a mockup tutorial, if I click the download, what we're gonna see is that it will go to the another screen, and then you have to manually click the download button. So if I mean, like now you can see even at the top the URL is not correct. So that is a drag and drop. You open in your index.html in any browser. So drag and drop is something that you can see a little bit visually, but for developer environment, if you wanted the full feature, so now it's a download is a very good example. So unless you're running the live server, you won't be able to automatically download. So let me click again in the download. When I click it, it will automatically download my text file, you know, so like you see on my screen. So that will be a download section. So if look it back, I mean, now what we have is that we have a part 1 tutorial, we have a title, we have a watch video. If I play, my video is playing, and so I will pause it. And also if I play audio is playing. If I download, so it is downloading. So now that's my main article is done. So that's what we want. Okay guys, that's it for my tutorial for today. I hope you liked the tutorial. If you do so, please give us a thumbs up, and also make sure to subscribe Creative Learner YouTube channel, turn on notification, and I hope to see you in next tutorial.